Have you ever wanted something so badly that you lost everything in the process? That's exactly what happened to one dog on one strange day in a quiet little village by the river. In a small, peaceful village nestled between lush green fields and a gently flowing river, there lived a street dog named Bruno. He wasn't like the other dogs in the village. While most were content with scraps and affection, Bruno wanted more. He wanted the biggest bones, the tastiest meat, and the softest bed. He had a craving that couldn't be satisfied. Every day, Bruno would roam the village searching for food. But not just any food, he wanted the best of the best. He'd growl at smaller dogs, bark at children who tried to pet him, and even snatch food from market stalls when no one was looking. The villagers had come to know him not as friendly, but as the greedy dog. One sunny afternoon, when the village was taking its usual midday nap, Bruno caught a delicious scent floating through the air. It was strong, meaty, juicy. He followed the smell past the baker's shop, past the sleepy cows, and straight into the backyard of a butcher's house. There, lying unattended on a wooden table, was the most enormous, meaty bone Bruno had ever seen. It was almost glowing under the golden sunlight. Without thinking twice, Bruno leaped up, grabbed the bone in his jaws, and ran off before the butcher could even blink. He ran and ran, faster than ever before, his heart pounding with excitement. He didn't stop until he reached the old wooden bridge that crossed over the wide river at the edge of the village. It was his favorite place to enjoy a meal alone, where no one would disturb him. As he walked across the bridge with the bone still clenched tightly in his mouth, something strange caught his eye. Below him, in the water, was another dog. And that dog had a bone. Just as big, maybe bigger. Bruno froze, his eyes locked on the bone in the reflection. Greed flared in his chest. He wanted that bone too. 2 bones. One for now, one for later. Without thinking, without pausing, Bruno growled and jumped into the water, jaws wide open, trying to snatch the other dog's bone. And then, splash, the cold water swallowed him. The bone he had stolen, the one that had made him feel like a king, slipped from his mouth and sank beneath the waves. Bruno paddled furiously, confused, and then finally reached the riverbank, dripping and empty-mouthed. He looked around. The other dog was gone. Or rather, it had never been there. Bruno stared into the water again and saw only his own tired reflection. That other dog? It had been his own image. That second bone? Just a trick of the river. He sat there for hours, watching the sun dip below the trees, the hunger in his belly gnawing louder than ever. For the first time in his life, Bruno felt something he had never felt before: regret. He had everything but wanted more, and now he had nothing. From that day on, Bruno changed. He no longer fought for food or pushed others away. He shared. He wagged his tail when children approached. He even let smaller dogs eat first. Slowly, the villagers warmed up to him. He wasn't the greedy dog anymore. He was just Bruno, the dog who learned that wanting too much can make you lose what you already have. And so, in that quiet village by the river, Bruno's story was told to every child who ever felt a little too greedy. Because sometimes the greatest lesson comes from the biggest loss. Moral of the story: greed can lead you to lose even what you already have. Be content, be kind, and you'll never go hungry.